Well, you can forget your troubles with those Imperial slugs. I told you I'd outrun them. Welcome back, everybody. Here's part 3 of issue 94. I really wanted to avoid doing a bunch of parts to this, but we all know how this ended up last time. So many of the magnets came undone, which is very disappointing. It's funny because some of these I can't pull off to save my life, and then others just pop right off. So I don't know what the deal is, but I'm going to try something a little bit different. Um, so instead of putting the magnets on here and then the metal on the other side, I think what I'm going to do is take some of these washers, the same washers that I used before, and I'm going to, well, let's do these slightly bigger ones. And I'm going to take these washers and I'm going to attach them to this. We'll have to make sure that they attach properly. But I'm going to attach them to here and put these bigger magnets on the other side. These bigger magnets will have more pull, and the magnet will be pulling against the metal. I should be able to have the metal glued on pretty well. Also, I'm going to use this Gorilla Glue probably instead of the super glue or the CA glue, because I think that the CA glue doesn't always stick very well to the metal, which is probably why part of the some of the magnets came off. So with that, let's go ahead and get to getting these magnets or these washers cut down. All right, so you guys got to avoid watching that. That was easily 40 minutes worth of work getting all these cut down, and then I used a file to file down the sharp edges, so that way I don't have to worry about too many sharp edges or anything. So what I need to do is go grab the bottom and start lining these things up and seeing where the best spot to glue the metal is. So let's go get the bottom, and we'll kind of go from there. So I kind of forgot that I have a couple here that are stuck inside, and I forgot about that. I have one magnet that just flat disappeared. I have no idea where it went. But what I'm going to try to do is, if I can grab this string of magnets, I'm going to see if I can dislodge that one. And I was successful. All right. Let's get these kind of, figure out where all of them are, and get them pulled out. And another one right here. Oh, wrong side. So it's kind of funny. You can tell if you watch this magnet, see if you can watch it deflect. See how that magnet's moving on its own. I am not, I'm going the wrong direction, but if I turn it around this way, able to pull that out, no problem. And there's one more in the front, but I don't think that it fell off inside. I think it just popped off on its own. And I haven't had a chance to really look to see where it might have gone. For all I know, it fell on the floor, and I have no idea where it would be. It's definitely not in the holes here. It's not stuck to the screws. Let's just see which one of these. So it's the top one up here that popped off, and I'm sure that it probably fell down. And matter of fact, I think I can see it down there on the floor. Let's see if I can grab it. Actually, that wasn't a little one. That was one of the bigger ones. Apparently I dropped a big one down on the floor too. Anyway, I don't know where that went. Like I said, it could have gone anywhere. But that's not what's important right now. If I lose out on one of the small magnets, it's not a big deal. So the important thing is to just get this in place and then figure out the best spot and whether or not I need any additional. Am I going to need some additional? What's the word I'm looking for? Oops, I dropped that piece of metal. Yeah. Am I going to need any additional what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of buildup of thicknesses, right? And I think I'm probably going to, although maybe if I stick it on the side here. All right, so I went ahead and glued it on there. We're going to see how well that goes, and then if it stays on there pretty well, I'll glue one of these bigger magnets on there, because I definitely cannot go about doing the rest of these any other way. All right, so I just glued it right up towards the top here, and that should get me right in this area, if I'm correct. Yeah, like right through here. So I can glue on a magnet on the back side there, and I should be good to go. So there's a big wad of glue that was in that hole. It's no wonder this thing didn't want to fit in there properly. That fits in really well. All right, so that one's going to work. I'm glad that I didn't have to completely redesign. I did cut all these up and spend a lot of time doing those, and I don't think I'm going to have to worry about it, which makes me happy. So I think for now that's going to work. What we're going to do is we're going to let these ones that I put glued on the magnets, we're going to let those set up, and then we'll come back and do something with them after they're all set up and get it all situated. So I'll see you when that's all dry. Okay, welcome back. So we have everything, all the extra magnets are dry. I was a little worried about them for a little bit because after drying for, say, a half hour to an hour, a couple of them are still kind of wiggling. Like this one was still wiggling around, but they're pretty solid. I let them dry overnight. So let's go ahead and see what I need to figure out. And we're going to start with this one here. is I need to get this in place, and the magnet is right here. So what I really need to do is mark. I'm just going to mark on this metal right here where that magnet lines up at. And reason being is because I want to make sure that I'm going to put one of these bigger magnets on, and I want to make sure that I get it in the right spot. So that is in the right spot. So we have that one. And then this one goes over across the way. Okay, let me get this out of the road, and then we can work on getting these parts together. We have our 3 here, and you can see I've got the magnets marked on the back side. The markings come off pretty easy, just wipe them right off. So, and again, I'm going to use this, I would like to use super glue, but for some reason I did not have a lot of luck. I could probably do super glue, and then one of the reasons why I want to use super glue is it sets a lot faster. I don't have to wait an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever it is, right? It's going to set up in 5 to 10 minutes, usually at the most. And this super glue is getting a little bit old. May have to retire it. So what I'm going to do is get some of my paper toweling here that I use to dry off the pieces. I'm going to take the paper toweling. I'm just going to take this one off first. And I'm going to use some alcohol to wipe off the marker and basically clean the whole thing. So let's see how that goes. There's the first one. And as you saw, it worked out best, particularly because the magnet is strong enough it wanted to grab over here. So it worked out best if I just left it on here. So I think I'll probably end up doing that with the rest of these. So this one's going to be kind of a pain. I should have got the magnet a bit farther back, but can't worry about that now. All right, there we go. We have all 3 of them glued in place. I'll let those set for a little bit. We'll come back and try them out and see how well it worked. Hopefully this works because I'm running out of ideas on how to fix these 3 up. I think it's going to work. I feel pretty confident. All right, I will be back after a bit. Okay, welcome back. So we have all of our pieces. Let's get these things mounted. Ta-da! There we go. And that, again, is very secure. I mean, it just basically snaps right back into place. So yeah, I'm very happy with how that came out. All right, that is going to be everything for this episode. And I don't know what I was thinking with the thought that I was only going to do like a couple of episodes on this one, because what I'm going to do next in the next episode, I'm going to begin the weathering process, because these need to get weathered, because once I put this down, I'm not going to be able to airbrush and all that kind of stuff. So I want to do this with these off. I mean, granted, when I put the top on, these will be off anyway. Should be able to take these off anyway, but I want to do that all uh, during this whole process of this issue. So don't mind my reach. Hey, you can see my microphone. Don't mind my reach. I'm trying to get this plate out. It's holding so well. There we go. Get all my plates here, and like I said, we'll begin weathering all these. I think along with the weathering of these, I will weather. See if you can see this. I'll get this weathered. The weathering for that is going to be, I think from the images that I've seen previously, it's fairly straightforward. It's just like a bit of kind of discoloration, a little brown or whatever. So we'll do something with that. All right. Well, thank you all for watching, and may the force be with you always. Take care.